G'day folks, yes, Andy here, Andy's World Journeys, and this is an Andy's Food Bites. And I'm here at a place called Hungry Jack's, which may look a little familiar to people around the world. Yes folks, Hungry Jack's is Burger King in Australia, and we're going to see how they stack up. So yeah, Hungry Jack's is an interesting one here, folks. Burger King in Australia, story goes back to, I think, the early 70s, possibly 1972, 1973, when Burger King were looking to expand into Australia, and somebody had already taken the name in Adelaide of Burger King, and so they looked for a different name, and they settled on Hungry Jack's, which I believe was already a patented name or something. I didn't fully really understand it, but it started over in Perth in Australia. Perth saw the first Hungry Jack's, and I believe there was a company formed called Hungry Jack's that would take on basically the Burger King franchise with a different name. Now over the years they've had a bit of a checkered history. They've had some arguments with Burger King over there, and I think one tried to sue the other, and anyway apparently Hungry Jack's won. I mean, there was a period where we started to see franchises called Burger King occasionally open up here, but now they seem to have gone back to fairly and squarely just Hungry Jack's. And today there are over 400 Hungry Jack's in Australia. Yes, indeed. And today we're here at this one here on a busy Dandenong Road. It's got the old patented drive-through, which is more of a drive around in this case, but we will be going inside. And interestingly, steps to nowhere. Sorry, I just think it's kind of cool. It's actually a little bit Eastern European. Well, there's a door down there. I wonder what happens under there. Interesting. Probably not that interesting, but you know. And over here, some takes on the Whopper, the version Australian, with a bit of pineapple, bacon, beetroot, and tropical for the pineapple, I guess. Again, not so sure why people really like pineapple in burgers, but some people do. Anyway, we're going to go in now and see what it's like. You remember, this is a follow-on from the fast food vlog I did, and I was thinking about, you know, checking out Hungry Jack's for you and just showing you what it's like. So we're going to go in, and they still try to keep a bit of a American diner feel to the decor. Let's see if we can make an order. Well folks, the food has arrived. You know, they've always had the saying, and I don't know if Burger King used it, but I think they might have, the burgers are better at Hungry Jack's. So we'll certainly find out. Obviously the rival is McDonald's, so they're trying to take McDonald's on the burgers on the basis that their fries are pretty good at McDonald's. They've also actually, in recent years, they've developed a thing called Jack's Cafe, which is like what we have here in Australia called the McCafe, where you get coffees and, you know, donuts and pastries and things like that, which has actually proven really popular. So, interestingly, they just try to replicate what McDonald's does, I guess. But burgers are better at Hungry Jack's. We'll be the judge of that, shall we? So here are their fries. They're chunkier than they used to be. So these fries are better than the fries used to be a few years ago, but I wouldn't go raving about them either. I've also gone, I just grabbed a couple of nuggets, 3 nuggets on the side as it were, sweet and sour sauce naturally. It's alright for a nugget. I mean, it's not the world's most creative food, but a lot of them I found have been really doused in like chicken salt or something, and it's just really hard to eat actually. But this is alright today. A good tip is to keep your dipping sauce for your nuggets, for your chips as well, because they kind of need it. The Whopper a la Andy, no tomato, add bacon and cheese. So what you immediately notice is that it's a wide burger. It's not a very high burger, but it's a wide burger. But it's kind of soggy and lifeless, I think. I know that we've taken tomato out and that makes a big difference, but anyway, burgers are better, right? Like, it's kind of lifeless. It's clearly been microwaved. Like the burger's been microwaved. Like they initially flame grill it, which is what, you know, it's part of their slogan, flame grill burgers, or what is it, flame broiled over in the US, whatever they say, I don't know. But they don't flame grill it, put it in your burger and then give it to you. They flame grill it, then they keep it on tap until it's ready to be microwaved, reheated to put into your burger. So all in all, it just sort of makes it pretty disappointing, to be honest with you. I mean, it's okay, but I wouldn't rush out to buy one, to be perfectly honest with you. And this is the first time in 12 months I've been to Hungry Jack's. And I also find their stores, despite sort of nice decor originally, they all get left to sort of get a bit run down, and they don't clean the floors, they don't pick up after people, and it's just standard across the board. And there's a prime example, and that's, you know, I've been here 10 minutes and they're not busy. Generally these days, if I do, on the rare occasions that I do go to Hungry Jack's, I'm almost always disappointed. So anyway, that was Hungry Jack's for you. You got your Whopper, same as Burger King, pretty similar, if Australianised version of the Burger King menu. The burger was actually alright in the end. It's just disappointing that it didn't have that sort of crisp flame grilled taste that, you know, I'm sure they used to have when I was growing up. And people used to swear by Hungry Jack's. Don't go to McDonald's. It tastes so much better at Hungry Jack's, and it really did. And these days, yeah, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Processed, plasticky taste. Yeah. And I don't know, look, I don't want to single out Hungry Jack's for the state of their floors. And, you know, I was in there a good 40 minutes. Nobody cleaned anything. I used the loo. Should have done a loo review for you. Shut up, Andrew. Because that was a bit disappointing too. But I just feel like Hungry Jack's, wherever you go, it's the same sort of kind of experience. And you know, it's fast food. Oh, today's meal, including the nuggets, cost just over 21 Australian dollars, so about 13 US dollars. So, I mean, it's not outrageously expensive, but it's also not what you call super cheap either. Yeah, see, this whole review is just like meh, isn't it? It's just meh. It's like, it's not the worst thing I've ever eaten, but it's meh. Anyway, from Hungry Jack's, Melbourne, Australia, to you, wherever you are in the world, thank you so much for joining me on this one. Don't forget to click like, comment and subscribe. It helps my channel to grow. I really appreciate it. Take care again. May the journey never end.